What if your entire life was stolen from you in an instant? Imagine waking up one day, only to find yourself locked in a tiny room with no explanation, no escape, no human contact. The years slip away. 15 years, trapped. And then, just as suddenly as you were taken, you're set free. But the real nightmare is just beginning. The night is restless. This is Oldboy, an ordinary businessman, yet a complete mess. Slurring his words and barely standing, he causes a scene at the police station, yelling and laughing like a fool. His best friend, Ju Huan, finally arrives to bail him out. Sue is preoccupied with just one thing: his young daughter's birthday. As they wait for a taxi, he cheerfully talks to her on a payphone, promising to bring her a special gift. But fate has other plans. As Ju Huan turns away for just a second, Dae-soo vanishes. His friend looks around, confused, searching the empty streets. Dae-soo is gone, without a trace, and just like that, his nightmare begins. Dae-soo wakes up, not at home, not on the streets, but inside a windowless, locked room. The walls are bare, the air is thick with isolation. He stumbles around in confusion, banging on the door, shouting for help. But there is no answer. A TV sits in the corner, flickering with news broadcasts and random entertainment shows. Days turn to weeks, weeks turn to months. Every day, the same meal is pushed through a small slot. Then a melody plays from hidden speakers, a slow, eerie tune. He collapses. He wakes up hours later, disoriented. His hair has been cut, his clothes changed, his room cleaned. Everything is the same, but different. Someone was inside. Someone is always watching, but why? As the years pass, one question burns in his mind. Who did this to me? And why won't they kill me instead? Time no longer feels real. Days blend into nights. Years pass. Dae-soo refuses to accept his fate. He will escape. He claws at the walls, loosening the bricks with his bare hands. As the years pass, he marks time by tattooing his hand. One line for each passing year. 5 years. 10 years. 15. Finally, he knows the day is near. Just one more night and he will break through. He will be free. But just as he prepares, the melody plays once more. The gas fills the room. His body collapses. As he drifts into unconsciousness, a strange woman appears in his dreams. She whispers to him, telling him he's finally being released. Then he wakes up. But something is different. The walls are gone. The room is gone. He is lying on a rooftop, blinking against the sunlight for the first time in 15 years. A man stands nearby, holding a small dog in his arms. Dae-soo stares at him, his mind racing. Why now? Who let him go? And what twisted game is about to begin? The moment Dae-soo is released, he finds himself utterly alone. No family, no friends. He had been accused of murdering his wife. Outside a restaurant, a beggar hands him a phone and a wallet full of cash. Inside, he meets Mi-do. Just then, his phone rings. A mysterious voice taunts him. Who are you? Why did you keep me for so long? Confused and enraged, Dae-soo devours a live octopus, but before he can make sense of anything, he suddenly collapses. Dae-soo wakes up in Mi-do's flat, still disoriented. While he was unconscious, Mi-do had been reading his notebooks, learning about his life in imprisonment. Determined to uncover the truth, Mi-do searches for his daughter, only to discover that she is dead. Meanwhile, Dae-soo embarks on a relentless hunt. He visits various restaurants serving fried dumplings, trying to match the taste of the ones he was fed for 15 years. Finally, at Hot and Blue Dragon, he recognizes the flavor. He follows the trail, ambushing the man responsible. In a fit of rage, he beats him mercilessly. But before he can get answers, a stranger intervenes, books a taxi, and sends him back to Mi-do's flat. Unbeknownst to Dae-soo, the man watching over him has been pulling the strings all along. Mi-do, unaware of the danger surrounding her, starts chatting with a stranger online using the ID Evergreen. The mysterious person knows unsettling details about Dae-soo, making him suspicious. Doubt creeps in, and he decides to investigate. Dae-soo seeks help from his friend, who traces the location of the Evergreen user. Shockingly, it's right next to Mido's flat. Determined to uncover the truth, he rushes to the apartment. Inside, the mastermind behind his torment is already waiting. Just as Dae-soo prepares to attack, the man reveals a shocking detail. He has a pacemaker in his heart. With a single press of a button, he can end his life, taking the truth with him. Dae-soo is trapped, unable to act. Meanwhile, the restaurant owner, whose teeth Dae-soo had broken earlier, has captured Mido. He ties her up and brutally beats Dae-soo before leaving him in agony. Dae-soo and Mido, desperate to escape the nightmare closing in on them, pack their belongings. Mido quits her job, leaving behind her old life without hesitation. With nowhere else to turn, they flee to a secluded hotel, far from the chaos and the watchful eyes that have been haunting them. For a brief moment, they find solace in each other's company. Their bodies intertwine in raw intensity, a desperate need to feel alive after years of isolation. But just as peace settles in, the familiar nightmare returns. The same gas, the same invisible enemy watching. The next morning, Dae-soo wakes up to something chilling. A small gift, wrapped in elegant purple paper with a ribbon, sits in the room. His instincts scream. He is being watched. While Dae-soo furiously rips the device from his body, Mido starts digging for answers. Her search leads to a name: Evergreen School. Dae-soo and Mido dig through Evergreen School's old records, desperately searching for a clue. Flipping through the names of his old classmates, a forgotten memory starts to resurface. Then, a breakthrough. Meanwhile, across town, a phone rings. Dae-soo's old friend answers, unaware that this call will be his last. On the other end, a man's voice questions him about the girl named Lee Soa. "She's dead," the friend says casually, "but she was a slut." Unknown to him, the man he just insulted is listening in. "My sister was not a slut. My sister was not a slut." This man was Lee Soa's brother, Lee Woo-jin. The puzzle pieces are slowly coming together. Dae-soo's relentless pursuit of the truth leads him to a dentist's office, where he asks about a man with 6 gold teeth, the very person who watched over his prison for 5 years. Determined to protect Mido from whatever dark truth awaits, he makes a chilling request. He tells the man, keep her locked up until July 5th. Dae-soo follows the clues to a familiar salon, the same place he had found in the old school records. As he questions the woman inside, something catches his eye: her knees. A sudden flash of memory rushes back to him. He remembers his younger self, a rebellious teen smoking in the park when he first met a mysterious girl. The next day, he had seen a boy sneaking upstairs at school. Curious, he followed. Through a small window, he saw the same girl from the park inside a lab, posing for photos with a boy. But then, his innocent curiosity turned into something forbidden. He watched as the boy and the girl became intimate, lost in their secret moment. Suddenly, the girl turned her head and locked eyes with him. A second later, she grabbed something and hurled it straight at the window. Crash. Dae-soo stumbled back, gasping. But what had he truly witnessed that day? And more importantly, who else knew? Dae-soo, his mind heavy with the weight of the past, finally revealed everything to Mido. The truth about his imprisonment, the rumors he had spread long ago, and the cruel vengeance orchestrated against him. He promised her that he would get justice, no matter what it took. Determined, he set out on his final mission. His search led him to a towering skyscraper, the lair of the man who had stolen 15 years of his life. The elevator doors slid open, revealing the very face that haunted his nightmares: Lee Woo-jin, the mastermind behind it all. Their long-awaited confrontation was about to begin. Lee Woo-jin smirked, unfazed by Dae-soo's anger. As they reached the penthouse, the tension exploded into a brutal fight. Dae-soo lashed out, shouting, "All these years, you tried to erase my memory of catching you with your own sister." Dae-soo's voice cracked with rage and disbelief. "You were afraid your sister was pregnant with your child, and you killed her." The words echoed through the lavish penthouse. Woo Jin, instead of denying it, simply smiled. "And yet, even after all these years, you still don't know the full truth." He took a deep breath and whispered, "Let me tell you my side of the story." Jin revealed how he had orchestrated everything, the hypnotic conditioning that led Dae-soo and his girlfriend to fall in love. "I didn't just want revenge. I wanted to make you feel what I felt, the shame, the helplessness, the love you could never undo." Then he handed Dae-soo a neatly wrapped gift, identical to the one from before. With trembling fingers, he untied the ribbon and lifted the lid. Inside was a photo album, his girlfriend's childhood photos. Page by page, his heart pounded faster. His breath grew shallow. Then, finally, he saw it. A picture of her as a baby, with her real name. The realization hit him like a sledgehammer. His girlfriend was his own daughter. His world shattered. His stomach churned, his vision blurred, and before he knew it, he lunged at Woo Jin in blind rage, fists flying. The album scattered across the floor, the innocent childhood memories now twisted into something nightmarish. But Woo Jin just smiled, savoring the moment. His revenge was complete. Dae-soo dropped to his knees, tears streaming down his face. His breath hitched when his phone rang. It was his girlfriend. "Dae-soo, I'm scared," she whispered. "There's a gift here, just like the one you told me about." His heart stopped. He knew what was inside. He knew what would happen if she opened it. Desperation took over. His eyes darted to Woo Jin, pleading for mercy. Woo Jin simply watched, amused, as if savoring his final victory. And then, in a moment of madness, Dae-soo grabbed a pair of scissors and shoved them into his mouth. His tongue, the very thing that had condemned him all those years ago, was gone. Panting, he held up the severed flesh to Woo Jin, his eyes wild and desperate, a silent plea. Woo Jin smirked. "All right, I'll keep the box closed." Dae-soo collapsed, shaking. It was over. As Woo Jin left, he stepped into the elevator and turned back one last time. "My sister and I knew the truth, and we were happy. Can you do the same?" The doors closed. A gunshot echoed through the building. Lee Woo Jin was dead. "Even though I am no better than a beast, don't I have the right to live?"